Y'all have a seat.
Can I get a stick mic, please?
So here's why we selected these individuals. For one, I believe last year at Epic, for those of you who were at Epic last year, this woman right here stood up. She's 60 years old. Her name is Willis.
Wow. Right.
She said she went all her years from that. And she stood up and she said, I don't know about this thing, but I'm going to do it. I don't know about this Twitter thing, but I'm going to start me a Twitter. I don't know about this, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to figure it out. Right? And what have you been doing? She joined Epic Speakers Academy last year. And you just, and the truth is, lots of things have been happening in her life throughout this year, but you haven't given up. So why did you take the leap last year? What encouraged you? What can you share?
What encouraged me really was you, because I was listening to the things that you said, and it made a lot of sense. And I thought, well, if I'm going to do this, I need to do it now, because, you know, time don't wait on nobody. So I decided that I was going to take that leap and do what I need to do, because I have been wanting to do this all my life.
And what is this? What do you?
I wanted to be a public speaker. I wanted to be able to go about and speak at different events, and I've always wanted to be the one that helped other people to not only leap toward their purpose, but build their dreams. So I became the daring CEO. Dare and dream.
And what I know about that is some of us will use time. We're too old. We're too this. I have too many kids. I've been divorced. I don't have this. I don't have that. And over this last year, you had some challenges.
Yes, I did.
And you sent me an email, and I said, okay, and you kept checking in with me, and you're here.
I'm here.
And why did you keep fighting?
I didn't want to give up. I had a determination that I was going to do this no matter what the situation was, no matter what was coming my way. I got depressed at times, I got down at times, but I had to talk to myself and talk myself through the situation. And I made up my mind that I was going to be a brand new me, and I found, as Lisa Keys always say, I had a brand new free. So I realized that I could not allow anyone, no one, to keep me back or keep me down, because I knew this was my time.
Oh, very good. I love it. Airial. So Airial, I wanted Airial on the panel because Airial, as you know, is the crazy person that drove me to Austin, Texas. For those of you who were following, that? Yes, all of everybody. So this is Airial, and so she's my road dog. And so can you just share, we talk about leaping, and Airial, tell people what you do first of all.
So I am a certified life and veteran development coach and the visionary behind the Veteran Woman.
And you served our armed forces?
I served in the Army active duty for 12 years. I got out about 3 years ago, and my goal is to help other women veterans with their transition and to know that they're not alone in life and in that tough transition time.
So in that area, when you kind of took your own transition and you leaped out there, what type of obstacles came about, and why did you keep pushing? Because I want you to understand the push. We can't stop at the dream, and then, because I was talking to a woman yesterday, and I said, you keep stopping at no. You hear no and you just stop. It's like, well, they told me no. Well, most people won't tell you no. Most of y'all don't tell me no today. I'm not sad about that. I mean, this is business. Most people will tell you no, right? And it's not personal. So how did you push past those barriers, through your transition out of the military into entrepreneurship?
Well, I got out of the military because I had a nervous breakdown, like literally 5 days in mental ward, so I'm literally crazy. But you have to laugh instead of crying, and that's why I laugh about it. And so to go to a regular job.
Hold on, why did you have a nervous breakdown?
Adjustment, it was a transition. The job that I was doing a job that I really loved, and then somebody who didn't even want to come into that job as my boss, she told me, no, I'm going back to my old job, and just
So just pull the rug from under you.
Yeah, Yes,
Okay.
yes, immediately. And about 6 months later, I got out. And going to a regular job was just anxiety. I would wake up and my heart would race. I would uncontrollable cry, and I was just like in the bed, like just the bed was pulling me down. And so I said, okay, I gotta make some money somehow. And I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit. So I was going to therapy and back and forth, and then with therapy I was having emotional hangovers, so that I was just stuck. And I said, there's got to be something more. I hired my own coach. That absolutely changed my life. And I said, this is what I want to do. Because I wanted to be a therapist. But when I understood what life coaching was, I said, this is what I want to do. And it's less politics, because I don't do politics and all that extra stuff. So that's what I started doing. And yes, it's still hard. Because like yesterday, I wasn't here. I was upstairs, glued to my bed. But what I've learned is to take the time that you need for yourself.
Yeah.
Because you can't fill someone else's cup. You can't help someone else if your cup is empty. So I let people know now, like, hey, let me just have my day, let me have my couple of hours. Otherwise, if I keep trying to go, it'll be a couple of weeks, and I never want to go back into that. So that's how I push past. And you'll see me online a lot, and that's one of my coping mechanisms. And then when I come out, I'm like, okay, I'm out. And then it's like, okay, I'm back. I'm back, in my office and stuff. So it's just pushing through, finding people who understand your journey, so that you know you're not alone, and understanding how they cope with whatever you're going through as well.
And you know what I appreciate about her story is that so many people, we feel like because we are not perfect, that we can't help other people.
Right.
When I'm pretty sure that testimony just ministered to somebody sitting in this room, and we just don't know. Because we think we have to be perfect. We think every dot has to be dotted and every I, every T crossed and I got it. Y'all know that. And so I appreciate the transparency, because that's what we need to hear, because it relieves the pressure that you think, because you see people on stage, that everything is perfect. And it's not. But we still have purpose. And so we still move in that picture. I'm messing with that. But we still move in that, you know what I'm saying? And so I love that. So you decided to, so let's meet Rhonda and we'll come back. So Rhonda. Listen, hey.
I don't know.
Once we come down, we come down. So Rhonda and I, right, go ahead, Rhonda, get yours in, honey. And y'all see that picture all her social media. So Rhonda, you took seriously, you've been.
Which one? Go ahead.
Yes. So can you share with people what you do?
Yes, I am a coach and a consultant, and I specialize in StrengthsFinder, helping people discover who they really are so they can go out and do that and be more of that and get what they want.
And when you decided that you wanted to move into entrepreneurship, so how long has it been for you? How long have you been?
I started my business in January of 2014.
2014 January.
Well, can we be real?
Yes.
I played at my business. It started in January of 2014.
And when did you get serious?
I got serious when I found out who you were. I got serious.
And I didn't pay these people to say these things. I didn't know what they were going to say.
Well, can I just share what had happened? So you invited me to coach some of your Amplify people, and I love that. And so I didn't really know who you were. And then you added me to Coach Speak and Serve. And so I asked for a VIP session with you. And let me just tell you, I had a complete and utter meltdown. I mean, like snot slinging meltdown. And that was my, like, when I started to graduate and grow up.
Oh, come on with the graduation.
I was disgusted with myself. And that was the turning point. I mean, truly the turning point. Was right after that, because I was just sick.
Why were you disgusted?
I was disgusted with me being a weenie, whiny baby, ratty, you know? That's what I was disgusted with.
Yeah, because you knew you had something more.
I know, and I didn't know how to pull it all together. And so that's when I started following you, because I know how your brilliant brain is, and I know how it works. I get it. So,
thank you so much, Rhonda. I appreciate you. So let's go back. We're going to come back this way. So, Airial, when we talk about leaping, I posted on Facebook that I needed to go to Austin. I needed to go to Dallas to drop off projectors and screens for Epic. And I knew we couldn't take all of that and me and Sunita and all the other stuff. So I posted on Facebook I needed a ride. Jesse wouldn't take me. Jesse, stand up, Jesse. That's my husband. He was like, girl, you know I like to drive. When I married you, you know when they go back to when I married you. For real, we're gonna go back to that. So he's like, when I married you, so Airial sent me an inbox. She was like, I'll do it, or whatever he said. I don't know what she said. But why did you leap and do that? Because people think it was crazy. Half the people in this room wouldn't do it. Why did you take that leap, and what has the result been as a result of that?
So I can tell the full story?
You can tell the full story.
Okay. So, being an ambassador, I got to work more closely, like one-on-one with Aprille. And she came up with the Icon program, right?
Yes.
And I was like, that's me. I gotta do it. That's it. This is the one. And I texted her while she was doing the live about it or whatnot.
Okay, I wasn't even done talking about it, and she was on my cell phone. And I was like, well, can I get off the live, and then I'm gonna call you back.
So I said, I need to be an icon. However, I don't have the funding. And I was like, don't even try calling to say about credit cards, loaning money, No, that's not gonna work. But I need this. How can I serve you? What do I need to do? Graphics, project management, run around, mop the floor, whatever. So, and I told her, I texted her, I said, I'm not gonna take a no from you. So I'm gonna keep pushing at you until you say yes. But let me tell you something. When I saw the post on Facebook, and I just happened to be on Facebook, and I think it was only like 2 minutes later, and I didn't have anything to do that weekend, because normally I'm somewhere. And she said, I need to go to Austin. She didn't say we were stopping in Dallas. She said, I need to go to Austin. I said, okay, where I'm from, where I live is 4 hours from Oklahoma City. So I said, I got it.
I live in Oklahoma.
I will come get you. Give me 4 hours and I'll be there. What time you need to be there? And she was like, I'll hit you back because I'm on Facebook Live. And like, I'm sitting there pacing the room like, okay, come on, call me, Sergeant. Let's go. And she said, let's do it. Boom, I'm in the car, gone.
I mean, we hadn't even had a phone conversation. It was literally in the inbox. Literally. Yeah. And I made that post at like 5 o'clock. She got to my house by 10:30.
And I don't even like driving at night.
And she don't even like driving at night. And so you get there, you pick me up, Jesse loads up your truck. I drive, I start off driving. And as a result of everything that happened, because it was so much we can't even tell the whole story.
Right.
What has that done? Because it wasn't even about me.
But to me it was. And I wasn't expecting as much as I got. And to me that was more than icon. And not discounting icon. But I mean, we slept in the same room.
Right.
And I mean,
I'm a crazy person.
Yeah. And we were together for what, 72 hours?
Yeah.
And we were like buddies, best of friends. And you invited me to everything that you did. And I wasn't expecting that. You invited me around your super friends. And it wasn't like I was your assistant or a tag-along. I felt a part of. And then to be up here on stage, that was on my bucket list. I still cry, I'm emotional. So I thank you for that opportunity. And I thank you because when you sent out that email, she typed that email like while I was driving.
Yeah, the email about her I was typing.
And then when I read it, I was like, oh my God, this email is about me. And I was like, wow, how many people did this just go out to? And then jumping on Facebook Live, I didn't like doing Facebook Live, but now I'm addicted to it. And then that was before I got the one-on-one coaching. And then I just broke down. Because some of my hang-ups, she looked at me like, well, you running a business, aren't you? Yes, ma'am, okay. And then I would say something, is this a business? I make money. Okay then. But that was just an amazing experience, and that helped me, I'm gonna say, graduate to the next level.
Yeah. So, you are 62 years young. What would you say to people that are on the fence? And let me share, can I be transparent? So a couple of years ago, I want to say, well, last year at least, Gates came to me and she said, I want to be in this, but this is how much money I got. This is how I need to pay it. Right? And we live in the same city, so she came to my office. And she said, this is how I need to pay it. And I said, okay. I love the fact that when we don't give up. You know, and even though odds may be stacked against us and society says this and society says that, your family says this or your whoever says that, I love it when we just defy it. Because I'm a rebel, in case y'all haven't noticed. Right? I really I rebel against the box. You know, somebody say everything. So what would you say to someone who is contemplating leaving?
No matter what's going on in your life, no matter what's going on around you, you have to focus. Because if you don't focus, you get left behind. And you don't want to be left behind. That's one thing you don't want to do is be left behind because the world is moving fast. You know, it's not like it was when I was growing up in the 50s, everything was taking its time, but today it's moving fast. And if you don't catch that train, you'll be standing there looking at it. Passing by. You have to catch it.
Can we get Rhonda, what would you say?
I need to ask the question.
Yeah. First of all, how young are you?
I will be 58 my next birthday.
And yes, I have hot kids in my hair. Yes, you have. What would you say, you know, because one of your hang-ups, because she's one of our driven success authors, was on the money side of yes. Meaning you don't have a challenge investing in what you believe in
right.
in yourself. Your challenge is was charging what you were worth.
Right.
Can we just speak to that?
Yes, I had a habit of working for free. And so I know some of you are doing the same thing. So it's really being able to wrap your mind around the reality is that people do not value what you offer unless you charge. So here I was thinking that I'm so magnanimous and generous and I'm offering all this stuff, and the reality is it wasn't appreciated. And that was really a hard lesson to learn.
Yeah.
And so yes, it's a matter of asking for what I'm worth and getting. Hey. You got that, Stacey?
Hey. I love it. Well, I appreciate you, ladies. I so appreciate you. I just want to say that I'm very proud. I'm proud because I remember your enthusiasm at Epic last year. I remember thinking this woman is awesome. Her energy was awesome. She showed up to every Speakers Academy training. She did her assignments. She was like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm gonna get it together, right? She asked questions. I appreciate your service to our country and your willingness to teach other people. Rhonda, I appreciate you for who you are, because I know what you're up against right now, and this is your time. This is your time. So give them a round of applause.